July the 22nd, 2019. Guys, we've had an update in this system we're watching. Now we've got a 60% chance of tropical development. That just tells you how things are changing. As we ended the video last night, we had a 10% chance, and they were talking about that the wind shear was going to tear this thing apart. And I mentioned it too. And we're still dealing with that wind shear, but they're saying as of 2 p.m. Eastern, that's 1 p.m. Central, the showers and thunderstorms have increased in association with an area of low pressure located near Andros Island in the Bahamas. While environmental conditions are only marginally conducive for development, only a slight increase in the organization of this system could result in the formation of a tropical depression later today or tonight. Additional development is not anticipated after that time due to strong upper-level winds. This thing was not supposed to get this strong, so we're going to have to keep an eye on it. The low is expected to move northwestward around 15 miles per hour today. They're saying it will move northwestward to northward tonight and Tuesday, remaining offshore of the east coast of the Florida Peninsula. Guys, that's going to put it in the warm waters of the Gulf Stream and the warmer waters that are close to the shore. This system will continue to produce locally heavy rainfall and gusty winds over portions of the northwest Bahamas through tonight. Showers and thunderstorms could also spread over portions of the east coast of the Florida Peninsula tonight and Tuesday. I want to reissue the rip current warnings, guys, because this is going to be very rough along the coast. If it gets up to a tropical depression, a tropical storm, then you know what that does to your tide surges, again, your rip currents, the winds, water spouts, power outages. But guys, later we're going to come back in with the live coverage as we get another afternoon update. And we'll leave that up for quite a while as we watch this. We have a lot of friends in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas up through that East Coast area. But now it looks like the turn has moved to the north. We'll look at the spaghetti models. Now, not all the models update at the same time. Some will lag behind, some will be a little further advanced. What we do is definitely see an outer turn moving up the coast, guys, and then my friends in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, you could have rains and again high winds and waves for the next few days. If this thing gets back offshore, we need to watch it for further development. But you still have, as it's right in this area, 1, 2, 3 models that move it across the tip of Florida, turning west. One again coming into the Florida Panhandle, one Louisiana, one Texas, and one going up through central Florida, that if it maintained that direction, it would re-enter the Gulf of Mexico somewhere in the Big Bend area. Now, we're looking at what's called a natural color radar. Guys, your higher elevation clouds are in the blue, surface winds are in the white. And you can kind of see what we're dealing with. We've got a large front that's along this area, moving this way, northeast, and that is going to be a controlling factor. You can kind of see the edge of it right in this area, and it's actually pushing wind north here. But as this system that we're watching now, at a 60% chance, comes up the east coast, whether it's through Florida or actually enters here or skates up this way, is going to interact with this, and that will be one of the points that we start to see it turn more northeast. Now, looking at the big picture of the Atlantic hurricane season, top left you can see the system. It's getting a little larger off the coast of Florida, definitely making that northern turn, and again, it's into warmer waters as well as the warmest water of all, the Gulf Stream, as it dips out of the Gulf of Mexico and up the east coast. Now, couple of things that we're watching I will point out, guys, you need to keep an eye on. Right here, we have a low pressure system that's turning counterclockwise. I don't know if it will develop. It's kind of dry. But I want you to notice, this is the Saharan sand that we know that is blown off the African coast, guys. And it acts as an absorber to moisture. Dry sand hits water, turns wet, it drops to the surface. That will prohibit development of tropical systems because they need that moisture in the high cloud tops to develop. What this area is doing is clearing a path. It's trying to it's absorbing a lot of the sand. Now or the dust. What you're seeing here in this area is the sun moving across the planet. Right here, coming off the coast of Africa, we saw one of these last year. We're starting to get some rotation, cyclonic, anti-clockwise rotation in this area. So we have a system kind of running interference, blocking the sand. We have another system setting up here that we're going to have to watch. Also, just like this system now that's developing, it's these small systems, like right here and here, that will come in and suddenly get noticed by the National Hurricane Center and get picked up. But guys, again, let me point out what we're seeing. Saharan dust, sun's moving across the planet. See it right there? And look at the difference where this low pressure is right here in the sand layer. So again, that is killing that dampening factor of the Saharan dust cloud. And again, just to point out, we do have a slight center of rotation in the middle of this large area, but it's battling a lot of sand. I'm not saying it's going to develop, but we will watch it. The one coming off the coast of Africa, definitely interesting because we're getting into that time of the year, and we're going to see some patterns change. Let me say this, guys. On our website, which if you haven't seen, yesterday it changed to a new platform altogether, and it's a little different, but guys, it offers so much more than what we had before on the other site. Nothing wrong with it, but there was some modern software that really allowed us to expand, and that's what we're trying to do. But let me point this out if you have not noticed it, is that the links that were on the left, guys, are now here. If you click on the link, you've got every one. We didn't leave any off. Some of you saw this video earlier. All the way down, that's those. Everything was on the left side. They're still here. Now, if you scroll down under the top video, which will be the newest video, you'll see 6 more links that were on the right side. The Mimic Radar, the ISIS Tracker, Gamma Ray Burst, J Helia Viewer, Eyes on the Solar System, and the SAT Tracker, where you can program anything. Then you've got our sponsor pages here. The AquaFlow Max, guys, this is our invention. We patented it. We built it here in Central Mississippi, right here in our small shop. And it is the perfect improvement to any Alexa Pure or Berkey water filter system. $19, guys. Check it out. You can get the thing here. That's the only place you can get it, by the way, on the planet. One of the things that also in the new chat, one of the reasons we did this, is you can add images. And you can, I mentioned this before, so many people have asked me, BP, what's the best way to send you an image? Come right here and do it. It's not hard to sign in. And then the image, if you'll look, will expand. And this is from Nick Robinson, one of our old friends from Austin, Texas, where I was born. And this is the skies. And we're starting to get a lot of reports, guys, of this red sky phenomenon. But, guys, come here and check out the AquaFlow Max. Again, Mississippi-made, proud American product. Guys, we've people from around the nation have added these to the system. Come here and watch a video, and you can see what it's all about. I appreciate it. It's a heads up. Be safe and watch for the live updates and the live stream to go back up when the National Weather Service starts to update the information. And we're going to leave it on for a few hours so everyone can come in and find out what's going on, guys. It's a heads up. Be safe.